What's going on? We about to hit these streets real quick to see what's going on. I just got done with my physical therapy appointment, and we about to go check out this cafe I done heard of.
Bienvenidos, a lifestyle of smiles, the exhilarating YouTube journey of a daring American father who's made the leap to start anew in the Dominican Republic. Dive into a world where cultures collide as he explores the rhythm of island life, learns the language, aprendiendo español, and embraces the thrilling dating scene. From the lively calles of Santo Domingo to the tranquil playas, every episode is an adventure. Join.
What's going down is the idea. We on our way out here to go get some physical therapy done. I'm gonna slide over to Well Vet and do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we're gonna do some walk around and have us a nice little conversation about a little bit of the backstory. See y'all later.
Lo que está trapeando por aquí, por la orilla.
Oh, sí.
Dios mío. Dale un palo, gordo. No, te puede caer un pedacito. Me botaste el trabajo. No importa, dale suyo. No, cuando baje, ahorita. Entonces, ¿quién va a estar cuando yo estaba trapeando? No te vaya afuera como para está bien. Mira ahora. Porque ella llevándole una ayuda. ¿Y qué fue? Que abrió la boca. Me quedé el segundo fue. ¿Tú no te vas? ¿No vas a entrar a mí? No. ¿Tú vas a pagar el pago?
Well Vet, 4, nuevo.
Ah, tienes que llamar para que te trajeran. ¿Tú te llamas? ¿Tú no llamaste?
Sí.
Ah, pero ahí hay algo, aquí.
No. Ya llamaron hoy.
Ah, ok.
O ahora.
Pero aquí te atienden más rápido.
Oh,
Ajá, ahí.
sí.
Ahí te.
What's going on? We about to hit these streets real quick to see what's going on. I just got done with my physical therapy appointment, and we about to go check out this cafe I done heard about.
So walk with me, talk with me. We got the shoot down here. You can see it's cafe. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about with everybody is the reason why I actually came here. Now, I had a whole bunch of different countries I was gonna go to. One of my biggest stops that I was gonna check out was Mexico. But see, the problem with Mexico for me is that I didn't have a lot of things there that I figured, that was gonna be attractive, and some couple of things that I want to do and didn't want to do. So I figured, I was like, hell, if I'm gonna go somewhere, I might as well go somewhere where I can still actively date, have me a good time, and see as many parts of different towns that I would like, and try a whole bunch of different food. Now, we all know the Dominican Republic is it's like a melting pot. You have people from all over the world here doing business, open restaurants, so it's plenty to do. And as you can see, it's a city that keeps moving, and it's always something going on. Yeah, make sure you watch out for cars, because humans don't got the right of way over here. Hola.
Bienvenido.
Yo quiero café latte.
Un café, un latte.
Sí,
Para beber aquí.
aquí.
Puede sentarse donde guste. ¿Algo más?
No más.
Ok. Puede sentarse, yo se lo llevo a la mesa.
Oh, sí. Gracias.
¿Necesita internet?
Hmm.
¿Necesita internet?
No, no, no.
Ok.
Gracias. ¿Qué tipo de dulce está aquí?
Dígame.
¿Qué tipo de dulce?
Tengo, eso es un pudín de pan relleno de cheesecake. También tengo un quesillo en una capa de bizcocho red velvet que está de lado. Y aquí abajo tengo flan de café.
Mm.
Pero le recomiendo mucho el pudín de pan relleno de cheesecake.
Eh, Sabor chocolate.
No, eso es red velvet, pero es muy
Oh,
bueno.
¿qué te gusta?
¿Que cuál me gusta de los dos?
Mm.
El pudín de pan.
Ok. Yo quiero.
¿Cuál de los dos?
Hmm.
¿Cuál?
Dígame.
¿Cuál?
El arroz.
¿El de los dos?
Dos.
Para comer aquí.
Mm.
¿Puede sentarse? Yo se lo llevo.
Sí. Eh, no lo quiero cheesecake.
¿No quiere
No.
cheesecake? Solamente el bizcocho. El otro.
Sí.
What's going down? So let's get into it. Right now, I'm at Abba's Cafe. It's close to Winston Churchill, what they call it, Chuchi, and then across the street is actually Plaza Lama. It's one of the cafes that a lot of the business personnel actually go to, and they recommended this place to me. So we're gonna check it out. but we're gonna have a conversation about why I really came here and why I settled with the Dominican Republic. First off, I can sit here and say that, oh, well, my biggest determining factor was the fact that, finances and the fact that the way that things was going socially and financially in the United States. But that wasn't all or the majority of the reason why I came here. One of the biggest parts of why I came here is because at the end of this year, I'll be 30 years old, 2024. And I wanted to be able to move somewhere where I can start my life over because I've already been married twice and I have 4 children. And I wanted to move somewhere where I can have a new start and be able to actually, end up finding somebody else that I want to be with for a long period of time and hopefully have some more children. Currently, as y'all already know, I do have my 2 youngest daughters with me, and I'll be going to retrieve my other 2 daughters in the next couple of months, God willing. But my biggest determining factor was I was like, well, I need to go somewhere where I can still date, I can still live a young man's life. You know what I mean? I didn't want to move to a country to where only things there was to do was cafe lounges. I need to move somewhere where I could at least have fun in the sun, nice warm weather throughout the year. And I'm a man. I like to see some visually appealing things, and that goes for both sexes. Men and women want to see somebody visually appealing, and I wouldn't want to live in a country to where I have limited options. Here, the options, I'm not gonna say are limited, but there's a better variety, to say the least. That shit is strong. But that's the complete and total honesty about that. I wanted to really make sure that I was putting myself in a position to where I could win. Now, the renting here is good on your budget. It's cheap. The services, the food, transportation, entertainment, all good on the budget. But that's not it. The fact that they have a lot of privadas, a lot of different education systems that I can offer my children that's well within my budget, certain types of educations that I can't afford to give my children in the United States. Like, for instance, the privada that I actually chose, they not only teach the children English and Spanish, but they also teach the children an elective, and they have 2 electives that they can learn, and that is Mandarin and French. Now, I always wanted to be able to have my children to be able to speak multiple languages and be able to go out to different countries and to be able to, go out here in the world and have some type of sense of security and understanding with different cultures and languages. It's pretty much what I wanted to do when I had children. And my oldest daughter is 10 years old. And it has taken me this long to get to the point to where I've been able to move forward with my life and I'm able to provide more for them. I'm not rich by far. I don't have a lot of money by far. Hell, I'm actually broke compared to American standards, but down here, I can live a better life and I can be able to afford to do things that I wouldn't be able to do on a regular basis in the United States. So when people say hateful things to me like, hey man, that was dumb, and they don't like black people across seas, and they'll do this and they'll do that to you. I haven't had any issues with anybody across seas. The least of my worries across seas is somebody doing something to me. And I've said this a couple of times to different YouTubers where people are limited to a lot of different things as far as being able to commit violent acts with weapons and stuff like that. This is a lot more peaceful country. I walk up and down my street in different neighborhoods and I don't get bothered. Nobody approaches me in an aggressive way. Now, have I been in a situation to where people done pulled up on me to pull my car because of mistaken identity? I mean, you can tell by the way I look. Tattoos on my hand, on my face, all over my chest and my arms. You know what I'm saying? I match a description, so I'm not I'm not confused or baffled when people say something to me, you know, in regards to certain types of lifestyles. I understand, I match that description. It doesn't bother me, you know, but I'm well aware of my surroundings, and I'm well aware of what, you know, how people look at me and they interpret me by first glance. And when you across the seas, you got to remember that everybody's not speaking to you or saying something to you in a negative way. Some people are just, you know, genuinely curious about who you are, where you come from. And I actually enjoy the fact that some people do ask, but being that I am in the Dominican Republic, I really blend in a lot with a lot of locals. I mean, you may not see it on a lot of other YouTubers' pages. You don't even see it in American media, but 80% of the population look just like me. Minus the, you know, tattoos and everything. Minus that, we got the same skin complexion. If I was standing next to Haitians and Dominicans, you wouldn't be able to tell me apart from them, except for if you look down at my shoes, because they go by shoe size when they're identifying foreigners. Because over here, most men don't have shoe sizes that are extremely large, like in America. So that's one way that they identify if we're foreign or not. It's not really by the way that we look in our skin color, but by the things that we wear and the way that we carry ourselves and the way that we pronounce words. But if you're doing little talking and you're wearing the average clothes of what everybody else is wearing and you look like me, nobody's telling you apart from anybody here. It's almost impossible unless you hear somebody speaking. But if I'm just standing around with a group of people, you don't know where I'm from. So as far as dealing with racism and issues here like that, or problems with the police here, I haven't had to deal with that. You know, thank God. You know, I haven't had any issues. You know, I've seen where some people have reported that they have had issues and problems, but I haven't had any. And like I said, thank God for that. And another thing before I let y'all go, I want to be able to say, you know, I appreciate some of the individuals that have hit me up and gave me some advice on my videos and told me pretty much like, hey man, you know, I see what you're doing, I like it, you know, there's a lot of room for improvement, but the point is that you already started and you getting your story out there. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, liking, subscribing, and commenting on everything. But I'm gonna get back to trying to try this cafe and give it a nice good review on what I think it is, and you know, if I think y'all should come here or not, because the prices are actually very, very good here. They're very low compared to if you went to Starbucks. And they got Starbucks everywhere out here. In almost every neighborhood, there's a Starbucks. So when you go out, you come out here to Santo Domingo, try to hit up some of these mom and pop and smaller cafes if that's what you're into. It's always good to get back to the community that you're moving into. Now, Starbucks is good. I'm not gonna decline it, but you know, let's try to always shop locally when we're going across seas, just like how we would in the United States, shopping local to make sure we keep that money in-house for the people. I like that. And good. Hey, that's good. This is just a red velvet cheesecake, and it has their own house syrup on top of it. All of this is made in-house the day of, every time they sell. And it's actually good. And I really don't drink coffee and lattes and eat cheesecake and stuff like that. But I had to come check it out after I left Velvet, because some of the patrons that I know in there and I was talking to, they're like, yeah, you know, when I get done with my appointments, I just walk over to the cafe for a couple minutes and have me a drink and have a little snack to eat, and then I go on about my business. So I just decided I'm gonna go over and check it out, because it might be something worth telling everybody about, so that they can come try it out for themselves. And the cafe is called Abba Cafe. And in the title is actually Bienvenidos a Abba Cafe, and that is Welcome to Abba's Cafe. One thing that I will suggest her is to not really get on too much of Google Maps and Instagram and be looking for everything, but to actually go to the areas that are highly popular and go look around for yourself. Take your time and walk around. If you go walking, you're going to find so many hidden gems throughout your neighborhood and just throughout the city alone that will not come up on Google Maps. For whatever reason, Google Maps gets updated like everywhere else, but here, locations can kind of be screwed up. So a lot of times when you're looking for a place and somebody sends you a location, you need to send it back to them. When you're take a screenshot of the maps, send it to them and ask them, hey, is this the correct location? Because a lot of places here have the same exact address, but they're located in different neighborhoods, zonas, province, districts, whatever you want to call it. They're located in different areas, different barrios. So you can say, hey man, I need to go to Manuel, 23rd and Manuel. And that could be over in Bella Vista. But it takes you all the way to Manuel 23rd over in Santo Domingo Este on the other side of the city, in a different side of the city, across the bridge. So you really need to be up on game about making sure locations is right, because you'll end up being put in a location that you don't want to be in. Somewhere far off the beaten track.